remember this vividly, like it were yesterday. Mom dropping me off at Baybrook Mall, right in front of the entrance to the arcade room. Aladdin's Castle. I get out of the station wagon, and I have the whole day to myself, because it was summer break, of course, and I had a whole $1.50, sometimes less, sometimes I had like 50 cents. I walk inside this super air-conditioned and chilly room, lined up with rows and rows of machines. Different colored lights beaming everywhere, sounds. It was an orgy fest of electronics. And the smell, a combination of teen sweat and food and something else. I never knew what that something else was, but it was something else. Exclusive to arcade rooms, you know? I mean, it's just yep, I'm in an arcade room. It was sensory overload for a child, really, but it was amazing. I'd walk up to the change machine with my puny little $1 or $2, put it in, see the chunk 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 of the quarters falling right down, or tokens. And of course, sometimes if you had a raggedy dollar, you kind of had to try and feed it through like 5 or 6 times, but eventually you'd make the magic happen. You'd have your coins, your treasure, your fuel to play these games. And boy, let me tell you, I spent a lot of time in the arcade room. Way more time than any child should spend, really. And I remember walking around, kind of perusing through the aisles, looking out for the new stuff. Put your quarter down. And finally, when the video game bully is done whipping that other kid's butt, it's your turn. My turn. You pick up my quarter, pop it in, and then I get my ass kicked. But that's what made it fun. You kind of learn through the process, I guess. You're forced to get better and better. And the day you do win, you sit there and you're like, this is my video game prowess. And then you lose to the next guy because you winning the time before was a complete fluke, but it was a lot of fun, right? Well, that was in the 80s. I really miss those days. And what about arcade rooms today? But you don't find that anymore. I mean, video games were everywhere. And now, in 2016, what do we have? No. So let's get down to business. Time to watch commercials. This set comes from 1987. Again, a great year, by the way. On WGN Channel 9, Chicago. It's funny how WGN is actually a cable channel, yet Chicago gets it for free because it's a local channel. Are y'all ready for this? Let's begin.
Retro commercials.
And I apologize for the slouched look, but these are very slouchy seats.
November in Chicago.
Which I slouch you
A
like.
full cup of popcorn, half a dozen brewskis. It's 7 o'clock and a great flicks on Channel 9.
Ah, the Blues Brothers. Oh man, they did a spot. They did a spot for the TV
The
channel.
movies on Channel 9.
That's awesome. The Blues Brothers in the 80s were
All-time great.
so
He's
big.
looking at mine, kids.
They had
Hollywood's very
SNL,
best
they
is on
had
Chicago's
their own
very
movie.
Channel 9.
They're still big today.
This is a bowl
I think.
of Fruit Brand cereal. It's vitamin enriched, cholesterol free, and high in fiber. This is a Sara Lee hearty fruit muffin. It too is vitamin enriched, cholesterol free, and high in fiber. That's where the similarities end.
Nobody doesn't like Sara Lee.
Where can you see hundreds of styles and colors of floor and ceramic tile on display and be assured that everything you see is in stock? Tile Outlet, where you'll save on easy-to-install products that will beautify and improve your home or office. For a limited time, get quality, solid vinyl, commercial floor tile, available in many colors and prices
Solid
at
vinyl,
59 cents per
only
square
the best.
foot at Tile Outlet, 2444 West
Only the
Fullerton in
best.
Chicago, just 3 blocks west of the Kennedy Expressway.
Why do you have to go to town today?
Because it's a
And it's
job.
local commercials like that, I always wonder if they're still in business today, you know?
You know that.
He knows I'm pitching.
He knows.
When you really need to get back home, remember, the company plane is on call.
I'm pitching
Southwest.
no-hitter. And he
Southwest is big here in
No, he won't.
Texas, and usually my plane of
Fly Southwest
choice
Airlines. Just
because
say when.
they're inexpensive and pretty good. Oh, Castro, you silly devil!
Today's natural leaf ANC contains Cuban seed tobacco. Antonio and Cleopatra's mildly revolutionary cigars with Cuban seed.
And if you ever want a good cigar, never buy it out of a cardboard box.
Introducing a family
I missed
sedan
it. I missed what he
made the
said.
Mazda way.
I shouldn't have been talking.
Camry, Honda Accord, and Mazda 626 are all great family sedans, but the 626 is something special. For starters,
The
it has a
Mazda
much better
626,
warranty,
that exact
12%
same
more
car
interior
was
room.
almost
Plus,
my
it's
very
close
first
to
car
$1,000 less. And
when I
just
got my
wait
driver's
and drive this
license.
real
And it was a nice
fast
car. We couldn't afford it, so I ended up getting a hand-me-down
Get
from
a
my mama,
great deal at your Chicagoland
which
Mazda
was a
dealer today.
fancy station wagon.
We'll return to the WGN Saturday Night Action Theater in just a moment.
You know, guys, I love those little bumpers like that with those cheesy kind of graphics. Who's that guy?
Ed Schwartz. He's like MTV, but without the annoying videos to look at.
Jay Leno without the gut. And young, no gray hair.
They
Amazing.
call him Chicago Ed for nothing. He cares.
7:20 a.m. WGN Radio is Chicago.
Chicago had some pretty great local ads. I mean, those are big names to have local
You're getting the
ads.
most for your money when you invest in a garage. Steel and Lober gives you $600 to
Wasn't she the
$800
same
more
lady,
value
the same
than others
chick
in
who
a
did the
comparably
tile
priced
commercial
garage.
just now?
For example, instead of an inexpensive service
She looks,
door, we'll
you know,
install a
y'all should
steel
rewind
service
that, 'cause
door
she looks
with two
exactly the
locks
same
and
to
hang
me
it on
as
a steel frame.
the girl who did that
Steel and
tile
Lober
commercial.
uses the finest
No
materials
one doubt
from
it,
our
because
own
this is just
lumberyard,
another local
and you'll
ad.
get a value advantage.
Hot
Call for
tamale.
details, 636-5660.
Regina proudly announces the discovery of something obvious. If you take the best part of this vacuum cleaner, yeah, and stick it onto this one, you get something much better. Introducing the Regina Housekeeper. Housekeeper. It cleans floors and then switches instantly to clean here,
I remember
here, and
when this,
everywhere. Accessories cost
this
extra,
model
or you'll
line
never
of
touch a vacuum again. Once
vacuums
you get
were so
a
popular
housekeeper.
back then. They had like 1,000 accessories that you could hook up to the darn thing, which all sucked. I mean, it was like more work hooking them up than actually using vacuuming.
Elfin loaves just like Mom used to make.
Only smaller.
The Keebler elves bake real fruits, nuts, and spices into snacking-size elfin loaf snap breads, then wrap them and rush them fresh to your grocer's freezer.
Blueberry, banana, carrot,
Raisin or a snack or a rice.
I should
Eat
do,
Keebler elfin loaves.
just like
every time I see these old episodes, these ads for these types of products,
If you really love
I
them,
wonder if the
give
products
them
are still on the shelves today, if they survive the test of time. I should do an episode comparing, you know, what was then and if they're still, you know, they're still on shelves now type of thing. This is a clip from the movie Howling that this tape came from, which I mentioned earlier.
outside. Something was howling.
This is not a show you really want to watch with your kids, because it was pretty, I mean, for its day, it was really gruesome. I mean, it had these animatronics that
Somebody's dog.
were really
Like
gruesome
any dog I
looking.
ever heard.
I mean, it's like nightmare material, you know?
The 1988 Mercury Sable. Not only does it control the air, but it helps control the cost of options. You'll save over $800 when you buy a preferred equipment package that includes electronic AM/FM stereo cassette, air conditioning, speed control, dual power seats, and
I'm still
more.
trying to figure out
Mercury
that
Sable.
line he used when it said, not only does it control the
Only at your
air.
Lincoln Mercury dealer.
I don't know about that.
Oh, what is it, Sergeant? Smoke signal? No, Captain. Smoked beef, turkey, Probably bratwurst.
Where?
There. Cub Foods.
Probably
There's a smokehouse right in the store. Take a look. That's why they taste so darn good.
The Smokehouse, Cub Foods,
I love
right in
stuff
the
like
deli,
that.
where everything from Italian sausage to bratwurst is smoked daily.
What are your orders, Cub?
Oh man, I haven't eaten dinner yet. That looks good.
Cub Foods, it's a new way to run a supermarket.
Cub Foods.
Think ahead.
Another
Protect your car from
really
winter
good
now for
local
less than
commercial.
$90 a month. Only #1
Chicago
Danley's
had some
Garage
pretty
Pro
bad
has
A
over
commercials,
85,000
man. Let me
satisfied
tell you.
customers, because only Danley does so much for so little. Pay less than $90 a month now and get this beautiful custom-built Danley Garage Spectacular. A $6,000 value, 2.5-car garage, including concrete, dual-control genie door opener. Only $44.99, or pay less than $90 at Danley. Dial Garages 427-2437. 427-2437.
Oh, garage, Genie garage door openers are still in
with
business.
Bryant's efficient formula gas furnace.
They're like a
and get
household
1
name
month
with
of
garage
free
door
gas.
openers.
Or heat your home with the ultra-efficient Plus 90 furnace and get 2 months of free gas. Formula and Plus 90 from Bryant. Up to 97% efficient and fired up with free gas.
Say it isn't so.
In Palatine, call All-Temp Heating and Cooling, and in Crestwood, call Modern Heating and Air Conditioning.
Why my mom should take me to Showbiz Pizza by Jeffrey Allen Adams.
Oh,
It's
Showbiz.
because I have been good at school and home, and I have not picked fights with my sister.
So many memories from Showbiz, guys. Let me tell you.
Hey, little brother, come and have a ball at Showbiz Pizza. You'll be working salt. There might be a kid you can find your there. Showbiz
It's pizza, where a kid can be a kid.
Thanks,
Oh,
Mom.
man. Ah, such nostalgia. You don't even know right now, let me tell you. Hey, it's done. But while I'm sitting here, let me tell you something. Showbiz Pizza was like... It's auto starting another episode. Showbiz Pizza was the staple of family outings with their kids back in the 80s. And those animatronics they had with the bands and all that stuff, doing the songs and the little shows, were way ahead of their time. And the idea was fantastic, because as a kid, you're just looking in there, oh my god, you know. I even had a crush on the mouse girl, the female mouse that had the pom-poms. I don't know if y'all remember that. But man, so many great, wonderful memories from Showbiz Pizza. And then Showbiz eventually turned into Chuck E. Cheese pizza in the 90s, and then they did away with the whole animatronics and slowly reduced the amount they had on stage, and before you know it, all the animatronics, that band, I think it was called Rockafire or something. Anyway, there's a great documentary on it, y'all can find it online. They did away with that entirely, and they had like a guy in a giant mouse suit just walk around the pizza place, and that was that was it. And then of course they had the pizza, and then they even reduced the amount of games they had. It just turned lame, basically. It just turned lame. But man, I would do anything to go back in time and just walk inside of a Showbiz Pizza to play it the way I remember it, with the skeet balls and all the video games lined up against the walls, and all the prizes you could collect, and the shows, of course, and the pizza seemed better back then. I don't know. Maybe it's the same. I just remember it being better. But man, those were the days. Anyways, that's a long commentary on a single commercial. But maybe I'll do a show on that. Showbiz Pizza. It was a wonderful time. I hope you enjoyed that awesome set of commercials. I love that Chuck E. Cheese commercial, by the way. I love any local Chuck E. Cheese ad. A lot of fond memories from Chuck E. Cheese. Chuck E. Cheese, Chuck E. Cheese, Chuck E. Cheese. Well, the next episode, I think I'm going to have something very interesting for you. A little different, but I think you're going to like it. Well, we'll see you next time. Take care. Stay retro. Number one or number two? Number one or number two? My hands are large. My hands are massive indeed. Compared to my head, they are giant's hands.